The universe never lets us down. We humans can be good or evil, religious or spiritually inclined, or the exact opposite. Someone is always on our side, backing us up. But the universe does much more for us, especially in terms of interpersonal relationships. It keeps its eyes open for us and is always ready to warn us about false friends, pretenders, and toxic people. In our podcast today, we will advise you on how to recognize these interventions. Number 1. You constantly feel the need to decide. Toxic people always come with a plan. Their plan involves achieving their goals at our expense or thanks to our abilities or connections. Meeting them will feel like a silent ultimatum to you. You constantly feel the need to choose between them and the rest of the world. You also can't shake the feeling of being under surveillance. Number 2. Your environment is skeptical of this acquaintance. Whenever a new person enters your life and claims a place in it, it is essential to introduce them to your family and friends. They know you and genuinely want you to be happy and well. If they express concerns or have serious reservations about this new person in your circle, you should definitely trust their judgment. Number 3. Something always gets in the way. Life is simple. What is meant for us falls into our laps effortlessly. Everything that disrupts our circles proves to be complicated, challenging, and extremely stubborn. Malicious people practically attract misunderstandings and complications. If things are always awkward, jerky, and clunky with someone, stay away from this acquaintance. Number 4. This person drains you. Toxic people are rightly called that. They are pure poison for us, our emotional world, our nerves, and our energy reserves. Every meeting with them sucks the last bit of life force from your veins, leaving you exhausted and completely drained. If a new acquaintance doesn't give you a good feeling, avoid these people. Number 5. Nothing about your encounters seems to fit. Date, place, time, activity. When you arrange a meeting with toxic people, you will quickly realize that nothing will be easy. It's maddening how everything can go wrong and ultimately not fit when you get involved with the wrong people. It almost seems as if all forces have conspired against you, but it's quite the opposite. They only have good intentions for you and want to show you that this time you have bet on the wrong horse. Number 6. Your dreams do not portend good things. When we dream about certain people, it always has a meaning. The good ones also give us a good feeling in our sleep, while the bad ones bring us almost nightmares that wake us up in a sweat. Never underestimate the wisdom of your subconscious. It registers a lot more every day, 24 hours a day, than our consciousness and mind can process. Number 7. Synchronicities are meant to warn you. A lot can happen on the way to or with a toxic person. You can hardly believe how often you step in dog poop, run into old acquaintances you would actually love to talk to longer, and how many delays buses and trains can suddenly have. Flat tires, accidents, construction sites, or even a police operation. The universe doesn't skimp on clear signs that you should stay away from this person. Number 8. You feel pressure and coercion. Toxic people are almost always manipulative. They have an agenda, a plan they are following, and they need to implement it. To do this, they have to push their cheap victims, us, in the right direction. We feel this pressure every time we meet with them. They dictate everything and seem to make us dance on invisible strings. Number 9. This person brings out the bad in you. From the universe's perspective, a bad character is indeed contagious. Thus, in the presence of toxic companions, you are not necessarily the best version of yourself. You quickly become accustomed to their contempt, their critical remarks, and their arrogant view of people and things. Your closest environment will soon notice these changes in you and raise the alarm. Number 10. You feel that this contact is not lasting. Thank God toxic people never stay in our lives for long. Their duration is limited to their mission. Once they have fulfilled it and achieved their selfish goals, they move on to the next person they can instrumentalize and exploit. Interestingly, from the very beginning, you are aware that this acquaintance will not be forever. Number 11. Since you met this person, unpleasant things happen. Just as people can attract happiness, the same works with misfortune. You don't have to be a particularly spiritual person to know the law of attraction. Toxic people bring streaks of bad luck into our lives and trigger an avalanche of bad events. Number 12. Your gut feeling alarms you. At every first meeting, we should listen less to what the person is saying and more to what our gut feeling wants to tell us in their presence. Here, our intuition speaks for us, and it knows human depths much better than we do. In fractions of a second, it lets us know whether someone is trustworthy. Don't worry, we all make bad decisions sometimes. If you listen to yourself, trust your inner voice, and have a little faith in the good forces, you are in the very best hands. In life, you will repeatedly encounter people who do not have your best interests at heart but their own. In the future, pay attention to these 12 friendly hints from above. They clearly say, stop, and mean it just as much. If you enjoyed our podcast today, please give us a thumbs up. And to avoid missing any new episodes, subscribe to our channel, Pearls of Wisdom. That's it for today. Thank you very much, and see you soon.